Hello, it's Celeste, and I go by Spirit of a Warrior. And I'd like to welcome you to this little slideshow about letting go of fear. These are journaling prompts to help you uncover those fears. And let's get started. Okay, so there we go. So first thing first, we have an art tool which we will be using today. This geometry is intended to help us be grounded in reality. It's true that a lot of our fears are not rational and they're not based on reality. So this can be helpful to have along as we look at these prompts. Okay, so question number one, what parts of your life do you feel like you're hiding in? Or another way to say this, what parts of your life do you tend to play small in? So try to be specific with this question, and many things may come to mind. Um, so you might ask, which one is the top priority at this time? You might write a list and start with just the one on top. However you feel led to do this is great. Just realize there may be many and you do not have to process them all at the same time. In fact, I recommend you don't. Go ahead and pause here if you need to. We're going to move on to the next slide now. Okay, so number two, what is the fear that is influencing you to hide or play small? Okay, so we're digging underneath this. I can almost guarantee you there is a fear playing in this. And so get as specific as you can and vulnerable just with yourself and think really and when I dig down to the bottom, like what am I actually afraid of? It may not be a rational thing. Keep that in mind. Our subconscious minds, not always rational. So write that down and pause here if you need to. There we go. Okay, so number three, what would it be like if you could live outside of this fear? So we want to engage the senses in this question. What would you do? What would that feel like? What would the results look like? Are there certain like smells um, or feelings involved in this? Are there certain sounds you would hear? Just really think about that and create a scenario in your mind where you're living outside of the sphere. Write down what that would be like. Okay, so you can pause here if you need to for that last question. But here's some ideas for you on how to process this and how to let go of these fears. Um, you may choose to put out a prayer to God or an intention to the universe that you are choosing to let go of this fear. If it's ready to go now, then that's great. I think that's a really great first step to start processing this. Perhaps, though, your subconscious mind is not ready to let go quite yet. So, in that case, you can ask for or intend for that inspiration or those gentle lessons to help you discover freedom from this fear. Those are really good first steps. So I received a version of these questions from a mentor who knew that I needed them, my mentor and friend. I'm so grateful for her. Um, and I will leave a link to her channel below. You may enjoy that. I sure do. So I had an experience with these questions as well. So I asked, where am I hiding and playing small? And the answer was essentially, it's basically in all the areas that involve other people. I was like, oh, that is not specific. That's very big, actually. So, like I said, sometimes the specific isn't always helpful, but I imagine that many times it is. What is a fear that's influencing you to hide? There's a fear of overextending myself, fear of burning out, fear of misunderstanding. What would life look like if I could live outside of this fear? I would live in the moment when I'm around others. I would be free of anxiety. My voice would be heard. I would honor myself in my expression. And that just seems like a really beautiful outcome. So this was interesting. Actually did ask an additional question, and you may choose to do this too. It was, what is keeping this fear with me? So I was digging underneath it, and I actually discovered that I had several trapped emotions, and many of them had many layers. So I was able to work on that and remove those. So this has been a really powerful journaling exercise for me. And I hope that you find it helpful too. And thank you again to my mentor, Nikki Cottom, who gave me these journaling prompts and helped me get going on this process. So once again, thanks for joining me. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.